Today is August 4th, 2017. This is Tank's Vlog. The Mets began a 3-game weekend series at Citi Field against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we had Jacob deGrom on the mound, so we might have had a chance to win, and there it goes. Leadoff home run, game over, Chris Taylor. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say all good things must end. Let's call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow the Mets will get their asses kicked again. So 1-0 right away. Yasiel Puig hits a home run. And of course, Chase Utley, of course, the demon, Satan himself, hits a 2-run homer. You know, if it means he will retire, if the Dodgers win the World Series, then I hope the Dodgers win the World Series. Because I don't want to see Chase Utley in 2018. He is just... The Mets single-handedly alone could make this guy a Hall of Famer. Not only does he break our shortstop's legs, he's got like a lifetime batting average of 500 against the Mets, an OPS of like 8,000. He has like 80 home runs. I think he still has like the most career home runs in Citi Field. Turns unassisted triple plays. I mean, he makes what Chipper Jones used to do to the Mets. Chase Utley makes it look like he's Jason Bay. Ugh. Dodgers, of course, they send Yu Darvish to the mound, making his first start with the Dodgers. And as Billy Crystal used to say, you look marvelous. 10 strikeouts, 7 innings, 3 hits allowed. Leaves a shutout. Dodgers, they just continue just to like stomp everyone into the ground. 6-0 final. Dodgers are 77-32 on the season. I tell you, if this team doesn't win the World Series, it will be the ultimate failure. It will be like the 2001 Mariners all over again. They're just right now, just an absolute, total, complete juggernaut. One debut that did not go that smoothly was Jaime Garcia, who got kicked in the hiney by the Cleveland Indians, as the Yankees dropped a 4th straight 7-2. Aaron Judge continues to struggle. He's now struck out in like 23 straight games. And the Yankees now all of a sudden, who just a couple days ago were in first place, are now 3 games out, as the Red Sox had a walk-off win against the White Sox. I'm surprised that it took that long. But hey, I guess sometimes the White Sox got to be a little competitive. I mean, if the Yankees don't find a way to play better in Cleveland these next 2 days, they could find themselves 5 games out. Because I don't see the White Sox winning a game in Fenway. The White Sox right now are just an absolute terrible team. They're just sub-major leaguer. They told everyone that's their plan. They tore it down. So it's going to be a complete rebuild. But what's left is just minor league. That's all you see in the White Sox. Meanwhile, Chicago's other team isn't doing much better. The Cubs dropped a 3rd straight. Daniel Murphy continues to be a thorn in their side. And the Brewers are still hanging in there. So the Cubs, they put the surge, got up to the front, and now all of a sudden are back to playing that style of baseball that put them in dire straits in the first half, as the Brewers are now only a half game away out of first. And the way things still look is the Diamondbacks and Rockies are really in firm control of the wild card. So Cubs might have to win that division to make the playoffs. They might have to win that division. Today's 3 stars are Yu Darvish, who shut down the Mets; Tyler White, who had 5 RBIs and leading the Astros in a blowout win of the Toronto Blue Jays; and Daniel Murphy, as I mentioned before, who continues to crush the Cubs. Today, we'd like to wish our birthday shout-out to Patrick Ewing, the longtime Knicks legend, who next year will be returning to his alma mater and becoming head coach at Georgetown. We'll see how he could do. It's going to be very challenging. He's always wanted to be a head coach. He's been an NFL coach, assistant coach for a while. So this is his first chance to be a head coach, and it's at Georgetown. He's got to try to rebuild a program that has been quite disappointing for the last decade. Today we looked back at Barstool at Tom Glavine's 300th win. Tom Glavine, who was a longtime Mets nemesis, came to play for the Mets and continued to hurt the Mets when he pitched. I remember when he made his Met debut, 2003 opening day. That really was where Family Guy got its inspiration. Opening day, and here's the first pitch. Season's over. He got lit up by the Cubs that day. I had possibly the worst seat I ever had for opening day. I sat by Tommy Agee's marker up there in by the foul pole in the upper deck of left field. And that was just an absolute, just dreadful game. And of course, Glavine did have a couple of good years in the Mets, but he bookended it by that 2007 stinker. So, go to barstoolsports.com for the full look back. And of course at the sportsencyclopedia.com, where sports history lives. Good day.